Welcome, everybody, to episode 32. This is a bonus episode. I don't really say a bonus episode because we're still labeling it as episode 32. But um, here we are giving you an extra episode during the week. Sorry for the mishap for the year end. I don't know why the year end. So you're going to be getting two episodes today. The year end finally just got up there, so we're good to go. Anyway, I am one half of the dynamic duo, Rich, and with me, as always.
It's your boy Mike just coming at you live.
Oh, we're not live, but it's okay.
I know it sounds
It
cool.
sounds good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. What's been up, man? Like, how's the week going?
Yeah, you know what? The week has been surprisingly going pretty smoothly. As you can tell, I'm still fighting the damn cold. You'll hear about that in the other episode. So if you hear me coughing still, I apologize. But I do have a bit of an announcement.
Oh,
So
damn, you're starting off with
as
the
you guys all
announcement?
know, yeah, I'm bringing the freaking heat in hot right now.
Aw, shit.
So as you guys know, I'm making a pretty earnest go at being a full-time comic, dealer, comic toy, whatever, pop culture, this, that, the other dealer. And I just penned a deal with an antique shop in Brownsville, Pennsylvania. After all the things are all said and done and the I's are all dotted and the T's are all crossed, and I start loading in, I will have more details. But let's let you know that Nomad Comics will have a headquarters now. So, so I'm pretty excited about that. Like I'm pretty excited about that. Having my own little spot to put a bunch of stuff, have things,
As you
where
should be.
people can go and pick it up and eyeball it and then purchase it and have fun with it. So keep an eye out for that, and I will let you all know when I am all said and done and in and ready for business.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I'm pretty
Uh,
excited.
yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool. I know that's something that you were building towards. So, like, when you had texted me earlier and said you have an announcement today, I was like, "Ah, shit! Wonder what it's gonna be." And I was waiting for it to be like, "Yeah, I'm going back to the 9 to 5," and but I also had a glimmer of hope that it was gonna be something more exciting than that, and you delivered.
I did not fail.
You did not fail. And
So,
speaking of delivery, listen, so I also
mhm.
want to give a huge shout out and again, an apology in a sense, because like I didn't know that this was coming. Nobody told me, nobody messaged me, nothing. So I come home yesterday from work, okay? And I see there's this black bag on my doorstep. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And then on the label, it said new address. It was like one of those, you know how when you change your address and it gets
Yeah,
rerouted and they have that extra label on it, but it had my wife's name on it. And I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, oh, what did she order? And like, it felt hard. And I flipped it over and I was like, oh, it has my name on it too, on a different label. So I thought that was bizarre. So I get in the house. I'm like, well, we have no issues with opening. It's like mail. That's what it is.
yeah.
So here I open it up, and there was a book in it. It was addressed to me, and let me read a little of the of it, the letter that was in there with it. Hi, Rich. Thank you so much for being a passionate supporter of The Fetus. We spent years bringing the original film to life, and it truly means the world to have you share it with the audience. As you know, it's challenging for indie films to break through the noise, especially with limited budgets and unique ideas. So your support means a makes a real difference. This film isn't just for another horror movie. Yeah, make sure I read that right. As it carries a message of transformation that I deeply believe in, one I've carefully embedded into the story. This is a signed limited edition book that is numbered 1 out of 100. I wanted to give to you. We've got even more exciting products in development for the next year, and if you're open to it, We'd love to keep sharing them with you and your fans.
Oh,
So
that's fantastic.
yeah, I have this delivering the fetus: how to make a killer low budget horror film and with practical effects. Signed by Joe Lamb, the author of the book and creator of the fetus. Numbered 56 out of 100, first edition. And it came with a dog tag, which is super freaking cool as like a bookmark.
Oh, that's
The
awesome.
dog tag says Strickland Maddox, which is the character in the movie, played by Bill Moseley, and Evan Toll or Tao, and it says like 00000. Of course, like the numbers, and then underneath it
Right.
says APOS Christian.
That's awesome.
So like I thought that was like super cool to have a little like, and when I got to talk to Joe on the horror show about a year ago, and he actually sent me autographed condoms. That was a promotional
That,
thing for the movie. So
that's
yeah,
even cooler.
it was like a super cool. But yeah, so here's my problem: is I'm wondering because like we've been doing this show for 7 months now, and I
Hmm.
know that because this is um when I moved in here, and
So
so
crazy. 7 months.
I know. And so, like, I can't help but wonder, like, they still had our old address on there. And so I don't know how long this was in rotation, but I finally got it
Like
yesterday.
floating around, yeah, till
Yeah.
it finally got to you.
So I'm so excited for it. Joe, thank you so much. This is so freaking cool. And again, I cannot stress enough, and I've said this on the show and time again. You need to check out The Fetus. It is such a fun, crazy monster movie that does star Bill Moseley and Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 2.
We should try to have them back on.
I would definitely love to have him back on. He, dude, he is such a nice guy, so down to earth, and he truly loves the art of filmmaking, and it just
And that's
shows.
cool.
Yeah, it shows with this film as well. It really delivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-boom.
Wow, that was like completely perfect right there. But yeah, so aside from that, yeah, man, it's been like the week, like you said, it's been a smooth week so far. I've been doing a little bit of cleaning here and there. I'm actually, while I'm looking at my desk where I record at, and I have all my Funko Pops and I have some collectibles and everything like that. And I think I'm gonna like downsize a little bit of my collectibles and pops of like, I don't know. They're just starting to like pyramid up a little bit, and it's just like, I don't know if I can keep doing that because I like to get other stuff. But again, I'm like almost 50, and so like I have this like weird like half and half thing. Like, oh, I can keep collecting as long as I'm alive. But then I'm like, oh, as long as I'm alive, how much longer is that going to be? So like I can have this for like 2 or 3 more months, and that there it goes. So I don't know. I just have this weird thought process right now that's like
It's
driving me nuts.
it's kind of funny you say that because like you know me, I was a consummate collector. I mean
Hmm.
like toys, comics, records, knives, guns, watches. Like if I liked it, books, art, if I liked it, I liked it and I'll collect it. Um Now I have really just kind of like pared down what I collect. And I have come to the realization that I actually more enjoy the hunt than I do
Actually
collecting.
owning it.
I like to hunt it down. I like to find it. I like to get it, but I don't really care about keeping it after a while. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like right now, I'm holding in my hands like a what 1953 uh what's this one? Hopalong Cassidy number 79 comic. It's pretty cool, and here's some other weird stuff. Like I got Itchy and Scratchy's 1 through 3 with the original cards. And here's a Golden Age World War II, 1943 True Aviation Stories book. Just cool stuff, but I really don't care about keeping them anymore. To me, I like to find them and then move them along to a person that's really been like, oh, I really, 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 really want this. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm never going to stop collecting.
Sure.
There's always going to be stuff out there that like I will always have. Um, but to me, it's just more along the lines of just like the treasure hunt. I enjoy the treasure hunt more than I enjoy obtaining it and holding it.
Yes, I can understand that. That's like because I'm like looking here like so my top row of Funkos. Okay, I got two Kevin Smiths. I got the Silent Bob, Shooter Bob from Clerks 3, but then I also have the Amazon exclusive Kevin Smith Director's Edition.
Oh,
Then I
cool.
got Batman Beyond, and it was an exclusive Funko. My son got that for me for Christmas or my birthday last year. Then I got my Twisted 2 pack. I got Donald Duck in a candy corn costume for Halloween.
Oh, that's
I
neat.
got Jim Henson, a Funko exclusive Darkwing Duck, and Tron. Okay, so like the Donald Duck one, I'm probably gonna put that away for a little bit and just kind of rearrange some stuff because I had my Spirit Halloween Sam from Trick or Treat, and it's kind of bulky in the box and it's pretty big. So like I'm
Okay.
probably gonna put that guy away for a little while. Maybe bring him out during Halloween again. But I do have like the Halloween house, the Myers house with Michael Myers in it that my daughter got me. So I'm probably
Oh,
gonna
that's
keep
neat.
that out for a little while. I could keep my Herman Munster. Even my trick or treaters. I got the 3 pack of the Toonie Terrors of the NECA Toonie Terrors figures from Halloween 3.
Oh,
And
that's
like
cool.
I'm even thinking about like putting those away or putting them up for sale. I don't know. Like I love them. I love that's Halloween 3 is probably one of my favorite like non franchise sequels. Like I know it's kind of weird to say, but yeah, I love that movie. And but it's just like one of those things like if I get rid of it, will I regret it like 6, 7 months down the road? That's what I always hate.
Tell you what, if you do decide you want to sell some stuff, let me know before you put it anywhere else, and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
You know,
Uh,
like, 'cause I'm always looking for toys. I'm always looking for comics. I'm always looking for records. I'm always looking for weird stuff. You know me. So, and I mean, like, what I'll do what I normally do. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of inside baseball when it comes to me and my friends. If you know me, I deal with a lot of like
excuse me.
guns as well, like buy, sell, and trade a lot of guns with people. So, um, what I'll do, I just bought a Henry lever action 4570 off my buddy Dave a couple nights ago, and I'll tell you what I told him. Look, if you want this back, just give me the money that I paid for you. Not a penny more, not a penny less.
Okay.
Okay, so if I give you, so let's just say like you buy, I have an Oogie Boogie in front of me. So say you buy, you sell me the Oogie Boogie for $10, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you know what, Mike, I really, really want that Oogie Boogie back. All right, give me your $10, and you got it. It's like a basically it's just like not even like a pawn, if you will. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
pawn shops want money. It's just more like just like a loan with collateral. And then all of a sudden you just say, hey, Mike, you know, it's cool. I don't want them. I don't need it back. It's just, you know, do what you want with it. Then I'll be like, all right, I'll just sell it for $15 or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll make a couple dollars off of it.
Sure.
That's how I do it. So with you, if you decide you want to sell some stuff, and then you get that, ooh, I don't want to know if I want to part with it. It will be in a box off to the side with your name on it until you say, hey, I don't want it anymore.
I,
So
I like that.
just letting you know.
I will
Now I
definitely.
only do that with friends and family. So if you're listening, screw you guys.
You know what's crazy? Like I've something else that I've been thinking about doing, and like, and I wanted to run this by you. We probably should have done this off air. But I
Eh,
was thinking about
who
maybe
are we?
like, yeah, right.
See that would like literally let like people know that we actually, you know, worry and think about the show before we before we hit record.
Yeah, we like this show to be as raw as possible. Um,
Right.
which is
We're like
why
a
we're
road
just kind of
rash.
like talking right now and not like actually having an actual topic. Although there was some things that came out in the news the other day, I definitely want to talk about. But I was thinking of a slight name change to the show and a little bit of a tweak to the logo, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And this is coming off from speaking to a recording artist manager. Okay,
Hmm.
and it kind of hit me. So we've talked to like Jay from Revolt Records.
Right.
Um, we talk music on here, but when you look at the show logo and you hear the name,
You think
nothing
movie?
about it screams has anything to do with music as well.
No, nor comic books, nor anything really. Just
Right.
you
Other
think
than
that
the logo gives a
you would
comic
think
book
that we're just
feel.
nothing but like a TV film type of show.
Right, right. And so like I was thinking of like just adding like lights, cameras, sounds, and pop. I don't know, just something to just tweak a little to give a vibe for everything. Like I don't want to change the name completely, but I was
Right.
thinking just enough to make make understanding that we're fans of it all and we like to talk about it all.
What about
So
lights, camera? What about lights, camera, pop, and then underneath it, culture,
pulp culture.
pop culture.
Oh, pop culture. Oh, okay. See, well, and that's why I had all the pop in caps because, like,
Right, but people don't get that.
true.
Some people don't. Yeah,
And
some
they
people
probably
don't
look at
get
it and
that.
saying pop. Oh, like, oh, they just talk about Funko Pops.
Right. You know, but if you add the culture part, that might be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's something we'll have to talk a little
We
more
yeah,
on because
we'll bandy this about, kick it around, and chew it up, and see what we spit out.
we've been talking to we've talked to several different musicians and
Right.
have not had the opportunity to get somebody on aside from Jay. And Jay was more of a behind the scenes person. So like I'm hoping that we can get one or two or both of the people that we have been talking to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do. We like music. Definitely I've just also a shout out, not to take away from our buddy Joe's Gen X Marks the Spot show because he talks to a lot of bands.
Right.
But yeah, we're not taking anything away from him as well. But big shout out to him as well because he's freaking killing it. And but yeah, we just like to kind of have a plethora of people on our palette.
Because like we've talked about this before, like our whole idea, like our whole idea behind this show is not one aspect of pop culture. It's not just film. It's not just television. It's not just the visual arts. You know what I mean? It's pretty much all encompassing. Um, music, literature, comics, fine art. Like we kind of like we're all into it all,
Yeah,
and that's what kind of like why we kind of gear it towards the pop thing, because pop culture encompasses everything from what's going on in the news to what's going on Cartoon Network.
even though we do
So
not consider ourselves to be a news podcast, so like if you came
no,
here for the
but I'm
news,
just
yeah,
saying,
you might
but I'm just
cringe.
saying, like every once in a while, like we may have to put our toe in the water in that, just to kind of give our 2 cents on something that's going on. We've done that, but we've done a good job of like dancing around putting out any sort of slant on either way. You know what I mean? This is more along the lines of like, here's our cards,
Yeah,
we're putting them on the table. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I think we should always stay. We should never be like, well, um, for especially for this show. You know what I mean? If we did it, if you wanted to do a political show, you can do whatever you want. If I want to do a political show, you can do whatever the hell what I wanted.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that's a complete separate animal from Lights Camera Pop,
Absolutely,
or what, you know.
very much agree.
Um, you know, I forget where I was going to go with this because I'm still sick.
Oh, geez,
Um,
we got to restart then. No. Damn it.
No, but like what I'm just saying is like for us, if we ever do touch the third rail, which would be like, politics, you're never gonna on this show, I promise you, you will never hear us say this is what you should believe. If we touch any third rail, it's going to be this is the facts. You decide on your own.
Okay, actually, real quick, here's a third rail I do want to touch on. Okay,
Okay.
because I think this is absolutely horrible, and people need to do better.
Okay.
Okay, so whether you're a Steelers fan, a Baltimore fan, Cowboys fan, whatever, at the end of the day, it is just a game.
Right.
Okay, so and I don't remember his name, and I hate that I don't remember his name because like I feel horrible for him. The kicker for Baltimore Ravens, as you know, they had a division game on Sunday, and it literally came down to like Pittsburgh Steelers almost lost the division, but they pulled it out with the miss of a field goal from the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
And so now the kicker, him and his wife are receiving hate mail all over their social media. It is ridiculous. Now, and we don't really talk a whole lot about sports on here either. And that I'm okay with. But this,
I'm not a big sports person.
Yeah, me either. And but this just, wow. Like there was people saying like, oh, I hope your wife cheats on you. You should inject yourself and die. Like, I'm just like, what are you saying? Like, is it really all that just like, and here's my thought too, is like, did you place a bet and you just lost and you're taking out your anger on the person who had all this tremendous pressure on him? It's like, dude, maybe you shouldn't have been gambling your money away. That's just my thought.
One of the things that drives me nuts when it comes to sports too is when, whatever team you like, they're always like, we won or we lost. Bitch, you didn't win shit. You weren't on the field.
Right. Exactly. I agree.
I'm sorry. That terminology drives me nuts too. But yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like 1,000%. Like, here's the deal. When it comes to that sort of stuff, like, what does that football game mean in your life? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a game or a baseball game or a hockey game or whatever. You have no skin in the game. You are not on the team.
Exactly.
You are not on the field. It has nothing to do with you. But we as a society put so much pressure on these guys, hence the reasons why they make hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't believe that they're worth that. Their paychecks. I'm sorry, I don't. I know people are probably like right now, whenever we press upload and they hear me say that, people's faces are gonna melt off and F you, Mike. No, I'm sorry, I don't. I don't believe just because you can throw a ball at 100 miles an hour means that you should make $190 million a year. I don't care. You don't deserve that. You are not curing cancer. You are not saving babies from a burning building. You are not, kicking down doors and bringing out terrorists. You are not drilling oil. You are not doing anything but throwing a ball. You don't deserve that much money. Now, do you deserve to be paid? Yes. Now, do you deserve
Absolutely.
Anything like that? I am not a communist by any stretch of the imagination. If the market is willing to pay you $100 million, apparently that's what you're worth. But me personally, I don't feel that you are worth that much.
I completely agree.
See, and that's the reason why I don't own a professional team. That and I'm not a billionaire. But I don't know. It's just, I personally just don't feel it. And that goes for a lot of entertainers. Like, I don't think a lot, like, I'm sorry, but I don't think a lot of entertainers are worth the money that they're getting. I just don't, you know. But apparently the world does, and I'm just a guy behind a microphone spouting my little beliefs, you know. Now, if I was an actor and I was, you know, making $20 million a picture, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely worth it. But am I? Probably not. You know, like,
Oh yeah,
but still,
we all can't be Will Smith and
no,
Leonardo
no,
DiCaprio.
no. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Dude, that was like still like to this day, that was like probably one of the most memorable moments that happened on live television like that.
I remember watching it and thinking, did I just see Will
Yeah,
Smith
like it seems
bitch slap
so
Chris Rock?
yeah, it seems so off and out of pocket. Like it didn't feel like it was real. Like did this really just
No, it
happen?
just it was very disjointed too. Like, 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 like he didn't think about it. Like it was very, very, very disjointed. Like when he did that, like he was just like, I have to do this to save face type of a deal. It looks like he did not want to do it, but
He
he just
didn't. You could
felt
tell.
compelled to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can tell because he legit laughed when he made the joke, and that's the thing. Like, how are you gonna like? Well, I guess being it's kind of like he's a comedian. That's the thing. I was gonna say
Right.
it's like going to a comedy club and getting offended by a comedian's
Right.
joke. You're there to laugh, and you're there to be entertained. Just because he made a joke, I mean, it was legit. Like, I mean, it made sense in a sense, not in a sense. It just
Right.
made sense for that joke to be made. And then of course she was like, "Go get him, sick him, boy, chopper, sick balls."
Yeah.
But-
Right. Chopper sick ball.
Oh,
Great analogy.
so crazy, and I all the memes and all the gifs and stuff that came after that and the edits are priceless.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
priceless. Oh my goodness. Um. So yeah, let's. I just wanted to get that off my chest a little bit, and like I normally don't like. I normally don't get like upset like that on the show, but like that just like when that happened, dude, like come on, guys, do better.
And that's not the first time that's happened. That's happened several times in the past.
Well, and I learned just recently. I guess there was a couple years ago. There was a championship soccer game or football, if you will. There was a championship soccer game, and one of the guys, I can't remember. I want to say that I heard Colombia. I could be wrong, but one of the players kicked the ball in his own goal by mistake, lost him the game. Within 10 days, he was killed.
Killed. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember, but I remember reading that before.
And then also from what I also heard from, I mean, of course, I didn't fact check any of this. This is just like water cooler talk. But like
Right.
I've even heard too, like during like the Olympics or any kind of sporting event, like Russia, like when Russians lose, like they're afraid to go home. Like they stay in the country that they're in.
Dude, Iran has been known to literally kill their people.
It's like, oh, you didn't throw that javelin far enough. It's just what?
Like the Iraqis before the whole invasion, like the Iraqi soccer team was like afraid of it. They never even wanted to play because they knew if they would screw up one time, then they would be murdered.
That's insane.
Like, I mean, yeah.
Wow. Well, alrighty then.
There's some crazy crap out there that people
Yeah.
do.
So let's bring it around back. I don't know if we went too far with any of that, but yeah.
Okay, so
let's bring
I've
it
been
back.
watching a show. I think we talked about before. I started watching The Dark Side of the '90s.
Yeah,
and,
I saw it on there. I was gonna watch it, but I didn't.
And it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And I burned through the Beanie Babies episode yesterday, and that was actually pretty interesting. It really was. Like that piqued my interest a lot. The whole thing of like the Beanie Baby craze and how it like
Mhm.
took off, and then like how Ty, the guy who started it, like also screwed his own pooch while doing it, and that was a really interesting show. And there was also a Beanie Baby murder in West Virginia because of it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not going to spoil or anything. You have to go watch it. And then another show that is on TV right now. Damn it.
Oh man.
Just may be the greatest thing that I have ever watched. Now, this is French Kiss level television, and it is on HBO Max, and it is called A Florida Man.
Okay,
And if
so
you have
I
not
saw
watched
it.
this yet, it is superb.
Doesn't it have like one of the Saturday Night Live alum in it?
Okay, here's what it is. It's each season. There's only 2 seasons right now. They have like 4 episodes per season, so it's not like it's like anything crazy. And they're only like 45 minutes to an hour long each episode. And what they do is, each episode follows one in particular, quote unquote, Florida man or Florida person, we should say, and their story. And they're all true stories. And so they have, each time that they do it, they have like different actors will be in it. So there's never like the same actors are in all of them.
Okay, Stephen Root. That's who I'm thinking of. The stapler guy from Office Space.
Yeah, he's in one of them.
From the looks of it, he's in 12 of them.
He's the narrator.
Yeah, he's the narrator. The Florida man.
Yeah, but
narrator.
but I'm talking like the actual like actor. No, like, there's
okay.
like, so like for each show, like do you ever watch the show Mom?
No,
Christy
I know what
Plunkett?
it is, but I never watched it.
Okay, though I forget what the girl's name is. She was in like Scary Movie.
Anna Faris.
Yeah, Ferris. Like she's in one of the episodes. Yeah, stuff like that. But though my favorite episode so far, I have to talk about this one real quick. Oh my god. This guy named Speedy. Yes, like that was his nickname. He decides that he's going to get even with the state because the state kidnapped his dog while he was on the run. Yes, you heard that correctly.
Oh my god.
So what he decides to do, ready for this?
Yes. Oh, I'm ready.
He's going to rob a floating casino. You know, like the riverboat casinos?
Yeah.
Not just rob it, but steal the casino.
Oh.
And float it up the river while he steals all the money out of it.
Okay.
It did not go well for him.
But you gotta give him props for imagination.
Oh yeah. So he decides to get like his drunk friend to help him, and his drunk friend decides to get too hammered, so he can't help him. So he takes his drunk friend's son, who's a blithered idiot, with him. They decide that they're going to go and cut into the vault on the boat to get the money out. The vault was too thick, and they almost killed themselves with the acetylene torch with the smoke. So then they decided to steal the ATM machines.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, like I cried laughing on this episode the whole time. The first episode is another great one. The guy loses his arm to an alligator. That's a phenomenal one in and of itself. Like best line in that episode ever. Okay, is he's just like, I decided to go swimming. I was in the lake. I'm doing backflips. I dive all the way down to the bottom to see how deep it is. He's like, and then it hits me. There might be alligators in here. And then he wakes up and he's in the lake and he's like looking up at the stars. And he looks over and there's an alligator like 1.5 feet away from him that bites off his right arm.
Oh my god. That
then
sounds so funny.
He swims to the shore, and then he's just like, and after he gets to the shore, he's like, I'm bleeding all over myself, so I think so. I decide to lay down and take a nap. Who the hell decides to take a nap after they get their arm bit off? He's like, so I'm laying there. He's like, naked, with my right arm bit off, bleeding, and being eaten by ants. That's the entire.
Oh my god.
Here, the dude ended up wandering through the swamp for 2.5 days before he was found.
That's amazing.
Naked,
of course,
drinking mud water and trying to eat unripened oranges. It's fantastic.
It sounds like a fun show.
I saw this and I was like, all right, because I've been seeing like previews for it. I'm like, all right,
Mhm.
I just got to watch this. So I slapped it on, and I was just like, holy cow, this is beautiful. Like it is literally a train wreck, and you cannot stop watching.
That's amazing. I love it. I absolutely
Oh,
love it.
I do have a before we do anything. I actually have a cool recommendation for a comic book for people.
Okay.
Um, and it's Deadpool the Duck.
Deadpool the Duck. Okay.
They do a mashup with Howard the Duck and Deadpool,
Oh, okay. I
and
remember that. It's a little bit of an older
it's
book, right? Couple
yeah,
years.
and it's I finally got around to reading it, and it's a pretty good one. I was more pleasantly surprised. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
That's awesome.
So that's
Deadpool the Duck.
so if you're looking for a cool book that's like off the wall and just a fun read, Deadpool the Duck is I recommend it. I do. I recommend it.
I'll have to look that up. That sounds pretty fun. Definitely sounds fun. Um, so of course, something that just a few things actually. Um, and again, you'll have to listen to the last episode when I had talked about my theory of Marvel, the Marvel leaks
Yes.
to the Avengers movies. And let me tell you, if I was almost spot on, I said the official trailer should be up on Wednesday. It came out yesterday, and yes, it was the X-Men.
Yep, you
And
nailed it.
man, but I will say, of the 3 trailers that got released so far, Brian sent me one the other day that was Black Panther and the Wakandians with the Fantastic Four and
Yeah,
Namor.
Brian sends you shit, but he doesn't send me the damn trailer. I see, Brian. I see.
Oh, he
Thought
sees
we,
you all the time. I don't want to hear
I thought we were boys, Brian.
it. So, um, where is it going with this? Oh, so uh, this new teaser is the best one so far, and it gives us probably one of the best moments in all of them so far, where Scott Summers, Cyclops, drops to his knees, rips off his glasses, his Cyclop glasses, looks at the sky, and just fires that beam up in the air.
Oh,
And it
cool.
was almost like a comic accurate scene. And then
Oh,
he is in the 90s blue and yellow attire. And it was duck pimples all around. It looks phenomenal. I cannot wait. That right there got me more hyped to watch Doomsday than anything in general that I've seen put out about it. So yeah, really excited about that. And that's December 18th when it comes out. Um, then this came out yesterday. Tell me what you think of this, because honestly, I feel that this is the obvious. It was the obvious choice. But there is rumors, it is speculated to happen soon, that Dave Filoni and Llewellyn Brennan will reportedly
okay.
replace Kathleen Kennedy as the new co-presidents of Lucasfilm.
I heard
Okay,
that.
so Dave Filoni, if nobody knows who he is, you need to. And if you've watched anything recent that, again, I don't want to like make it seem like I'm like a toxic Star Wars fan. Because
We
I'm a
all
fan
are.
all
We
around.
all are.
No. I love everything that's been put out so far. And the little things that everybody gripes about, it doesn't bother me.
Hmm.
Because I'm just like happy we're getting more content. But
Right.
Dave Filoni had given us like the Clone Wars, Rebels, things like that. He's did a lot of the Mandalorian. He's got the Mandalorian. I think he's done something with the Mandalorian and Grogu coming up. Um, but he is going to be overseeing all creative development. and then Llewellyn Brennan will oversee all the executive duties. So I'm not sure
I'm good
exactly
with it.
what that means with the executive duties, blah blah blah. But the announcement is expected to be made in a couple weeks. Um, I can like this is a new direction, I think, and I think Star Wars, the franchise, the series, the saga, if you will, the universe will all get straightened out. It may take a little time, but I think it'll all get straightened out in the way that everybody hopes for. I mean, you're never going to make anybody truly happy.
No one's going to be 100% on board. Like no one. But yeah, I like I think we're on the right path.
I love the Star Wars films. Like anything that's been put out. There has been two series that I have not watched, and The Acolyte was one, and um, God, The Bad Batch.
I haven't seen the Bad Batch.
Everything else that like I really enjoyed. Ahsoka, I thought was really good. I loved Rebels.
I
Uh,
like the Rebels a
Clone
lot.
Wars was good, and again, I don't care. I like and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Disney enthusiast, but I like the Disney series or the sequels. I think that The Last Jedi gave us one of the best team up battle scenes with that scene at the end with Kylo and Rey teaming up in the chamber room or whatever against Snoke
Right.
and his I thought that scene was phenomenal. Um yeah, I would have handled things with Luke a little differently and stuff like that, but I didn't make the movie. What they did what they felt they needed to do. So, um,
I see my take on on the Mouse House of them. I don't hate them. I don't like you. I don't hate them at all. I don't think they're very strong, but I don't think they're weak either. I just think they're better than middle of the road, but not knockouts. They're not home runs. They're doubles and triples.
I honestly believe that I, I think I feel like they didn't have the plan fully mapped out. It's like, okay, guys, we're going to reboot Star Wars with a new series of a continuation. And The Force Awakens is the strongest of all three of the films.
Yeah.
But I feel like they had no direction of where they're going. Like I say, we're going to do Force Awakens, and we'll worry about what comes up after that. We'll see how this one does, and then it kind of went from there. They should have had a clear cut, a cookie cut outline before even going into this of how it was gonna play out. From episode, what was it, 9? Was it 9 or no? Wait, 7, 6, 9, 8. I don't know, 8, 6, 6, 7. No, I'm joking. And we'll shut it off now. But no, I think that the Force Awakens and Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker, I think that they needed to have a clear cut beginning, middle, and end, and it didn't feel that way.
No, it didn't.
Force Awakens, I thought was really good, so strong, had me excited for what was to come. Then came the Last Jedi, and then I saw it. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I enjoy it. It was fun, but it didn't feel like the continuation that they should have went with from Force Awakens. And then the Rise of Skywalker, you can tell that he wanted to play back from Force Awakens, but he had to contend with now what was considered continuity and canon with The Last Jedi. So he had to
Right.
kind of and I think that's why The Rise of Skywalker is considered such a mess. And that, of course, everybody's biggest problem was Rey not being a Skywalker.
Right.
And from what I read and some interviews that I did see, that she was originally supposed to be a Skywalker. She was supposed to be a Kenobi. They kept changing
Kenobi.
it. Yeah, they kept changing it over and over again because
I heard
I
she's supposed to be Kenobi. That's what I
yes.
read.
See, and you know what would have been cool? What if she would have been a Qui-Gon Jinn? What if she would have been
Ooh,
a descendant of Jinn? Like that
that
would
would have been interesting.
yeah. But yeah, I guess that they kept changing it over and over again because of the fans. Because I guess the fans kept like voicing their opinions of what they wanted, and then I guess maybe at one point they hit it on the head, and they said, "Well, nope, we're not going to let people think that they got it, and then we're going to change it." So I don't know, but again, I think they're fine. But I'm really excited, and I'm really looking forward to Mandalorian and Grogu. And I can't remember when we were talking about last week of the top 10 most anticipated movies coming out in 2026. I can't remember
Oh
if
yeah,
Mandalorian and Grogu was on that list.
that wasn't. There was no Star Wars on it.
Weird, but yet Wuthering Heights
Yeah,
was on there.
yeah. Don't even get me started on that
What the
again.
shit? So yeah, now I'm thinking about it because that's coming out in May. Why isn't that more anticipated? Is it just because people were having that much like Star Wars fatigue and they're not really anticipating it?
That could be very well it. I think a lot of people are just kind of. I'm not going to say burned out of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I just think people are now along the lines of just being like, are they going to screw it up?
Right.
And I think that's where we are with Star Wars. I think a lot of the fans, the hardcore fans, the crazy ones
Mm-hmm.
like us,
Yeah.
um, are secretly looking forward to it. Like I'm gonna equate this to the last election. Okay, I know we don't touch third rails, but man, we're all over it today, aren't we? I'm going to equate this to the last presidential election, when everyone said, not the last one. I'm going to go back a little further. We're going to go back to um, Trump versus Hillary, and
Oh wow, you're really
everyone says Hillary's going to dog walk Trump.
we're gonna like
Okay,
need some extra lube for this third rail size grab
right.
hold of.
Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we already the coronation of Hillary is going to happen. We already know that she's going to win. She's going to win. She's going to win." All over the news, don't worry about it. Blah blah blah. Trump comes in and just throws her in a blender and just chops her up, and she loses, and she loses bad. And I think what happened was a lot of people just have had Hillary fatigue, and now people, and I think what happened was a lot of people, when they were being polled, who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for? People were saying Hillary because that's what they thought people wanted to hear. People didn't want to go and say, well, I'm thinking of voting for Trump, because people thought, oh, well, you're voting for Trump, then you're either a Nazi or blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. So no one wanted to have that label attached to them. So
I
people just told people lies. They just said, "Oh, yeah, I'm voting for Hillary." And I think another thing too, I think a lot of people did that as well, is just to kind of throw off numbers and just make people think that Hillary was going to win in a landslide, and then they're going to go and pull the lever. And so I honestly think a lot of people secretly can't wait for a new Star Wars movie. They want the new Star Wars movie. They're really looking forward to the new Star Wars movie, but they're not going to tell anybody because they don't want to look like nerds, and they're afraid that the movie's going to suck or it's not going to live up to expectations. And if it does either one of those three, they don't want to be like, see, I was looking so forward to that, and then look what happened. They just want to be like, I told you. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of
exactly.
that's my hot wet take on the matter.
I like it. That was a good analogy. I definitely agree with it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I love the Mandalorian series. The third season was like the weakest of the three. Um, but it was still good. It had its place. and I am looking forward to the movie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to draw in a crowd because like Grogu, Baby Yoda, come on. Like
Right.
it was a fan favorite from the first episode when he popped up at the end.
Exactly right.
And
People are going to go nuts over it, and it's just. And let's face it. There's always that built-in fan base that's no matter what, no matter how bad or how great the movie is, there's always going to be that level of support
mhm.
that's going to be there to keep it going, no matter what. The only nice thing about all this is there's always toys on the store on the shelves.
Is there
You know,
okay? So is there? And I was going to mention this too. Um, over the course of the years, go back to oh shit, 99. Was it 99 that the Phantom Menace came out?
yeah, around there.
Okay, so go back to that time. Yeah, exactly, 1999. Go back to that time. Look at the shelves, okay? Look at all the not Force Awakens, Power Force, I think they were called, figures.
Power of the
Power of the
Force.
Force. Yes. Remember, they had those out at the same time. They had all the Phantom Menace toys that came with those little cool little voice chips that you put in like some kind of sold
Yep.
separately voice activated thing. And the figures, the toy or the lightsabers, the accessories, everything. Now you're lucky to walk in a store and see a row of figures of the Black Series or whatever. And what the hell is up with the pricing? Like, is it?
Uh,
Oh my god! Like, I saw some of the figures of just the 6-inch figures, not the Black Series, like the 8-inch ones, not those ones. No, like the 5.5-inch
mhm.
figures. Like those are like upwards of $17, $18. Like what the shit?
Yep.
Makes no sense to me because I know that's not like manufacturer. Like I don't know if it's man. It's not. I don't think it's. I honestly don't think that it's Disney or Kenner. I don't even know if Kenner still puts out the Star Wars figures. But yeah, it's just the numbers are so astronomical that that could be the reason why sales are so low on merchandise.
But like I said, there's still stuff on the shelves. There's still toys on the shelves. That's all I care about. But getting back to the whole plethora
Mm-hmm.
of stuff, that I can sort of answer you that question. Why? Um, there's not as much because there was such action figure fatigue around those figures. It was mind boggling. People were just so annoyed. Stop putting out Vaders. Stop putting out Lukes. Stop putting out Leias. I don't need 7,000 different Leias. I don't need 7,000 different Vaders. I don't need 7,000 different Lukes. Give me other cool characters. You have an entire universe filled. Give me some cool shit. Don't give me the same 15 figures in 19,000 different paints and sculpts and gloves and different things like that. That's what really hurt the action figure line because people were just annoyed. People were like, "I already have this figure. Why are you putting out another one?"
It's almost like the Halloween movies. Anytime they release a new Halloween movie, it has like a slightly different cover and maybe a 3 to 4 minute featurette extra on it, but all the other same
Mhm.
features, and everybody has to go out and buy it. Why do you need
Yep.
23 different copies of Halloween?
Yep.
It's
Same
just,
movie, bub. Same movie.
oh my God, like it's so wild. I tell you what, which movie or storyline that they need to make as a movie actually, I would like to see it as an animated is Shadows of the Empire.
That'd be cool.
Like I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, but from what I understand too is like
Mm.
um it's not canon, but I'm pretty sure they
It's
could. they could easily make that.
Incorporate it.
Yeah, like they can alter. Hell, they've altered around a lot of the Force stuff already. So,
Right.
like, why not alter around a good story enough to make it feasible to happen in canon? I'd like to see a live action Prince Zixor.
I think that'd be pretty damn cool, to be honest with
Hell
you.
yeah.
I would love to see that. I think that would be, there's so much cool stuff that really can be, could be done. Not just in Star Wars, but in so much other stuff. Like I would like Batman. I would literally murder a person to see Arkham Asylum, the Arkham Asylum graphic novel turned into a movie. Holy cow, that would be amazing. Um, I would love to see Poison Elves turned into a movie. That would be, or you know what? I would like to see Poison Elves turned into a TV series like The Walking Dead because it would be so phenomenal. It's such a cool book, independent book. The creator passed away. His daughter owns the rights. So if Hollywood, I know you're listening to us because we're the #1 podcast in the world. So
Sorry, Joe Rogan.
so like get on that. Like go talk to her. Let's get a movie or a TV show like of PE going. You know, Netflix, you guys greenlight anything, man. Get that going.
Literally. Speaking of Netflix, have you watched the ending of Stranger Things yet?
No, I haven't.
Me either. I'm not going to watch
I
it,
haven't.
but I've already been watching clips of it here and there. But it seems like it. Why are not we? I feel like we're not recording. Like, did something happen to this shit? Oh no, that's we're recording. I don't know.
That's weird.
It's very weird. Anyway, so yeah, here and there, blah 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 blah. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh hell, but yeah, I just because we've been having some technical issues, and all of a sudden at the very end, like we're pushing an hour, and god damn it, like it makes me mad. But yeah, so I think we covered a lot in this episode.
Yeah, I think like for an episode that had no real direction, I think we covered a lot of the map.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see, we're Star Wars fans. Do better
Comic
people.
book nerds.
Comic book nerds. Do better people. Yeah, I think that's about wraps it up.
I think we kind of touched almost everything.
I think so.
All right, man. All right, so let's put a bow on this puppy and send it out to the masses.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. Like, put a bow on this puppy and get it euthanized. I said, what?
Yep.
Yeah. So on that note, where can everybody find you at? You got some upcoming shows coming up.
Yes. Okay. So my actual upcoming shows, I got the Butler Toy Show coming up this month. Then next month I will be out by the State College doing the Happy Valley Con. Then I will be back into PA. I'll be doing the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show and then the Pittsburgh Record Show. So I'll have dates and times and all that stuff for you on Friday night at the end of that show. And if you really want to check me out on the interwebs, you can find me over at the Tiki Talks at Nomad Comics, my normal stuff. You'll find me there. Then over there on the Instagrams, you can find me at Nomad_Comics_ and collectibles, and you can also find me there as Punk Rock Mike.
And Ooh. I am at Richie Wayne 76, and you can find me at Lights Camera Pop Pod, and email us at lightscamerapop at lightscamerapop at outlook.com. And with that, on that happy note, everybody, thank you. Weird Al 2027, and thank you for getting your geek on with us. We'll be back next week with a very special guest, and we will see you then.
Have fun, guys.
Have a good week.